So today we're going to be spectating the rank 1 Gambit, and I just want to watch how some people play this character. I've made guides already on the channel about how Gambit plays, but this is going to be pretty interesting to say the least, because it's been a while since we've had a new strategist that's actually really good at healing. So first up, you can see him, he's trying to heal up his Spider-Man. He tried to dash into him to try and keep him alive, but it didn't work, right? But that's good. When it comes to diving, Gambit's one of the better healers for dive heroes. Now this guy is using now his damage reduction, and he managed to get a kill off the back of that. Pretty strong there. I don't know which ability he actually used for that kill. It happened a bit too quick for me, but he did get a pick on the enemy team. We've managed to push up right onto the point now. He's dashing through the enemy and slamming the ground as well. So when it comes to Gambit, he's got a lot of uptime with all of his abilities. He managed to get moved by the Angela, who also got buffed, by the way. But yeah, Gambit's got a lot of uptime in this game when it comes to all of his abilities, and he's actually really good because he's got primary healing as well as other abilities to heal with. He's managed to take out another player as well. He's trying to heal up his own Angela as well, as you can see, and he managed to spin all the way through and get a pick as well through the strange portal. They've captured the point pretty easily here. They're actually doing really well. The only player he's struggling to kind of heal to some extent is his Spider-Man, right? Because Spider-Man's off doing his own thing. And please notice as well, by the way, right, this is a kind of higher ranked game, and also we're running a Gambit as well as a Mantis, right? And Mantis is actually okay at healing, but she's not the strongest healer inside season 5. We made a video all about that and which ones are. But right now, Gambit is basically acting as the primary support hero, so that should tell you how well he can actually heal in this game. So again, more damage output there. He's not really used his healing cards very often. He uses the damage cards more often, to be honest with you. Again, more damage cards are getting used here. We've got his ultimate popped as well, so I'm trying to figure out who he's actually put the ultimate on top of. It was his Angela, I believe. So you do get a movement boost when you have the Gambit ultimate shared with you. So not if you're Gambit, but if you're the teammate receiving the ultimate. And we're going to make a guide on ultimate combos as well for Gambit, because there's some that work extremely well. So he's helping out his Angela here, which he managed to do. He managed to dash in as well. And that AoE dash heals and deals damage to his teammates, which is incredibly useful. At that point, he should have picked out his other cards or just slammed the ground. He would have stayed alive a little bit longer. Pushing the payload now, healing up his team. His team's doing really well too, obviously, as you can see. And we're now waiting on the enemy team coming. Damage boosting himself again. Constantly using the damage boost way more than he's using the healing cards. If it was me personally, I'd kind of switch and try and do a little bit of both. But obviously this guy's doing really well with Gambit anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. And Mantis is doing a very similar thing, right? Mantis can offer damage boosting as well as healing boosting, and both of those things are going to be incredibly useful for Season 5 of Marvel Rivals. And heroes that cannot do stuff like this, for example, like Ultron and Adam Warlock, those kind of supports are going to fall back a little bit, in my opinion, if they've not got super strong healing output, right? So as you can see, again, pushing the team forward, a lot more strategist style play, so not just healing only, but obviously pushing the damage, pushing the fight forward, which is what Gambit is going to be really good at for this season. Slams the ground here, tries to get the kill on the enemy Strange, but he doesn't manage to get that. The enemy team's got a Gambit too, so he's 1v1ing that using his melee attack, which you absolutely should do, by the way. Back in the fight now for the final push. He's just healing up his teammates. We're waiting for the team to regroup a little bit here before we can kind of push forward. Again, shooting the damage down range, and Gambit does better damage kind of up close because all the cards will be hitting instead of just one of the 3. As you can see, it spreads out across the way. He's got his ultimate going off now, and he's dashed through the enemy team and pushing forward as well, dealing his damage. So he's got damage boosting going on as well as his ultimate at the same time, by the way, just so you're aware of what's actually happening here. He does get picked out though, and I feel like this player needs to focus a bit more on the healing aspect. So we're on to round 2. If you are enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as well be making tons more Marvel Rivals content, of course, because I still enjoy playing this game. Now this guy, I feel like his previous main was a DPS. I'm not going to lie to you, because the way he's trying to heal his teammates is obviously he's using a lot of his primary healing, but he's not using that like healing cards, right? He needs to be using the healing cards a bit more, in my opinion, to keep his team alive a little bit longer. He's always damage boosting the cards, but to be honest, the healing cards are really strong in this for Gambit, as we've tested in our guide. So you do want to use the healing cards as much as you possibly can. Or even when you're not like right up in the fight, right? So when you're nice and close towards the fight, then you want to use the damage cards. But this guy's always using the damage cards, right? Try to deal that extra bit of damage to the enemy team. Obviously, there's going to be different ways to play this hero, and obviously that's quite cool. He's a bit more dynamic compared to the rest of the strategists that we have in the game that only focus on either healing or only focus on maybe dealing damage. But this hero can do both really, really well. So that's where the kind of complication comes in. But you need to obviously be able to heal your team because you're still a strategist. And as it stands at the moment, there is a couple of heroes that can heal that are outside the strategist category now, like Penny and Black Widow with a team up. But even still, the strategist main kind of job for the most part, I'm saying like 60 to 70% of the time, should be to heal the team, right? As you can see, got a lot of movement tech. I like the fact that Gambit's got a lot of escape tools. Kind of what other heroes do need in this game. I think Adam Warlock really, really needs some kind of movement tech to make him a pretty decent character, even if he doesn't get anything else. So our team did get taken out here, again, because this guy's focusing way too much on the damage, in my opinion. He needs to kind of focus a bit more on healing up his team. He was doing it from time to time, but it's really not as much as he probably could or should be. Getting back into the fight now, as you can see, this skin just freaks me out, man. It feels like an Assassin's Creed skin, in my opinion. I don't know why, but anyway. As you can see, we've got the Iron Fist pushing up now. And this is what Gambit's good at, right? Even if you're getting dived on by a dive hero, Gambit is so good at dealing with dive heroes. It's ridiculous because he's got such good movement and so many good abilities. So we're focusing on the healing now a little bit more. So as you can see, he's used the healing card there to heal up his team. And he's lining up his teammates pretty well to get some primary healing. He's tried to use the damage card again. Did get stunned here, unfortunately. And tried to knock back the enemy, but nothing really happened there. Now, that ability also clears enemies' CC abilities, if you didn't know that. So, essentially, if someone's getting Ayabagamodo'd or anything like that, CC related, you can clear the whole entire thing after it's been used, right? So, it's not like you're cancelling the ability. It's different. Poking some damage down range, using the damage cards. This is probably the perfect time to use it because he's trying to get those long range shots in, help his team do a bit of damage when you're on the front foot, right? Then it's different. Now he's using the healing cards. I think maybe he's picked the wrong cards up. I'm not really too sure. Poking damage down range again, as you should be at this point. Obviously, his team's got the advantage at this point, so now dealing the damage down range, slams the ground to heal up his mag. Again, still got the healing cards on. The good thing about Gambit is that he's got a lot of self-sustain as well. And his self-sustain is very easy to use, right? You just literally heal yourself up if you put the healing cards on. And at this point, I'd be looking to try and wait for my cards to come back, all 4 of them. And then I'd start pumping out the damage cards, in my opinion. That's what I would do right now. I won't pop the ultimates just yet. There's no need for it. We've got our Mantis popping her ultimate so we can kind of stay alive here. And this is the part where we should start using the damage cards again. Fantastic. So you started to use the damage cards. And this is where we want to kind of boost that damage a little bit. Make sure we're getting the picks that we need to get, right? Obviously, he's dropping back to support his team here, which is absolutely fine. This will need to happen from time to time. Gambit is not a DPS hero, so you do need to focus on your healing as well, which he is doing. Obviously, he's dropping back to heal his team when he needs to. He's got the healing cards out this time. Healing up his team. We've got the Spider-Man diving on us, so we do need to be careful of that. We obviously had the Spider-Man and the Iron Fist, or the same character, player, I mean. We've got our ultimate popped here. We've not really cleansed anything, but it is boosting a teammate here. I don't know what teammate's getting boosted, to be honest. But we do manage to get a decent push off that ultimate. I'm not really too sure who he boosted there. But it's good to boost someone that's already either using their ultimate or something of that nature, right? Because there's a lot of good ultimate combos that you can do with Gambit. Healing up his team, using that movement tech. We've got Spider-Man in the backline. I don't even really know who he's fighting, to be honest. I don't know if he's just trying to get a health pack back there. Damage boosting again. Really, really good use of the damage cards now. Again, he should be trying to heal up his team with primary healing. That's absolutely fine. We've got Mantis popping ultimate again. Mag ultimate going off as well. They're really trying to focus on Spider-Man. So we've got the healing cards out. Damage cards again, which is really good. We've got the Groot stuck in kind of one place where we kind of need to finish him off. I don't know if it was... Yeah, it was Groot, yeah. And we only need to hold this point for a couple more seconds, and that is the round 1. So you just poke some damage down range. Spider-Man's trying to touch the point. Oh, this is kind of crazy, man. So Spider-Man touches the point. Oh, no, he's dead. So they got him. Fantastic. So there we go. That's the round 1 as well. So there we have it. That's our guy, TTV Real Moore, who goes 27-4, which is great. He also gets 25 assists as well, which is pretty solid too. So whether that's from the damage, attacks, and then people piggybacking off the back of that, or whether he's healing them up whilst they're getting kills. But as you can see, he does 10k damage, and he also does a 19k healing. So if you look at the stats across the board here when it comes to the healers in every single team, or the supports in every single team, then the Gambits, both in each team, have done about 20k healing. Cloak and Dagger's done about 30, and Mantis has done about 25. So when it comes to the healing output, he's not quite as strong as a hero like Cloak and Dagger, so just keep that in mind when you're in your character selection. But overall, as you can see, he's a really fun hero to play. There's a lot of tech to do with Gambit and how to actually play this hero, and if you do want to learn all the abilities, then check out our Gambit guide in the end of this video. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it, and thank you very much for watching.